Welcome back to Game Room Theater, everyone. I've reviewed several high-end home theater projectors and some budget ones as well. This time I'm reviewing a brand new BENQ TH690ST, and this is a gaming optimized short throw projector. This is powered by 4 LEDs and features very low latency. I'm going to see how this performs and go through some of the features and qualities, so stay tuned, guys. I really like the form factor of this projector. It's fairly light and portable, but it's also got big sound. Those grills that you see on the side, there's one on the other side as well. I was sometimes confused when I was watching a movie or playing games where the sound was coming from. It was hard to believe that it was actually coming from the projector because you could actually sense some bass as well. Around the back, you've got optical out, you've got a couple of HDMI ports that are HTPC 2.2 compatible. You've also got 2.5 amp service USB slot, so you can power some additional things like Fire Stick and all. And a RS-232 along with an audio out. And as you can see as we're scrolling by here, the other vent that you see on the other side of the projector, there's another speaker that's there as well. So you've got stereo speakers. And then you have a clear shot of the lens as well. It seems like it's partially covered from the bottom. Also, you've got a fairly standard remote included. One of the key features that I liked was the gaming button to switch from bright to dark mode in an instant and be able to do some minor tweaks and corrections as well, along with volume control. So this is a short throw projector, not to be mistaken with an ultra short throw, but this is a 110-inch screen and it's sitting just around 5 feet from it. And my traditional projector, the JVC NX7, that's sitting all the way in the back, is about 20 feet away. So the image would just be gigantic if it was placed there. But it is very different than an ultra short throw projector, not to be mistaken with one that sits, just a couple of feet from the screen and shoots up. And this is an ambient light rejecting screen, so it's reflecting light from the bottom and rejecting light from the top. Very different application than what we've got here. So I've found the menus. I've switched it over to advanced mode here, and I'm going through some of the picture modes that are available to you. And I've found cinema mode, at least in my environment, to be the most accurate. But obviously if you're in the living room, you've got to compensate for some ambient lighting. There's options here that you can try to see from your perspective what might be better. This is really trying to encompass some other environments and be versatile where you can install this. It is fairly portable. And speaking of versatility, you've got several options of where to install this. You can even use this as a rear projection and have a transparent screen where the image is being projected from the back onto a screen, or you can do a front projection on the top as I'm demonstrating here. And continuing on with 2D Keystone. Now what is this? Say you don't want this projector directly in front of you, you want to install it at an angle on the sides, and you've got to then deal with straightening the picture. So 2D Keystone, I found it to be very versatile. I put this in the corner of the room and then adjusted the image as well, and I was able to get a straight picture. So I'm going to demo a few games here. And I've got my PS5 in the back directly connected as well, so you get some HD, HDR or gaming. And as you can see, all the ambient lighting, my lights are on in the room, my door is open to the theater as well, so there's light spilling onto the screen from the outside. And I've got this in HDR mode, and it is in bright. I am very impressed with the picture quality. Keep in mind, this is also what you're seeing on YouTube, and I've filmed from my lens. What my naked eye sees, I'm really blown away with the vibrancy of the colors from what I'm seeing here. So the reason why you've got these lifelike vibrant colors is because it's 84% of DCI-P3 color standard from the film industry and 98% of Rec. 709 color coverage, which is really impressive at this price point. Also, one of the things I really want to highlight here is the fact that this projector is high speed and basically as high as 8.2 millisecond response versus a standard TV, which is typically at 43 milliseconds. And other fairly fast, quote-unquote fast projectors will be at 20 milliseconds. And this is a major feat. I mean, especially if you're playing some competitive games online, response rate is everything. I mean, that your kill-death ratio, for example, will be affected, and it's harder to play online. So keep in mind, I mean, why do you first of all get a projector to game? It's for games such as what's on screen right now. You want to be immersed, you want to feel like you're there, and it is actually perfect for that. First-person shooter games, guess what? Your eyes have to travel more across the screen to be able to cover everything, and it may affect your response time. That's no problem at all. Basically, zoom in on the projector more to make a smaller image, and there you go. You've resolved that particular scenario as a situation where your eyes will have to travel more. So let's switch up games here, and I wanted to show you guys, while you're in game mode, there's some room settings. Like, for example, you turn the lights on and you want to game, your eyes got tired because you're sitting in the dark for too long. Very easy to switch using the included remote. You've got bright mode for high luminance and vivid colors, and or you can switch it to dark mode, which gives you even more accurate colors, as in the cinemas. Okay, now let's see how this performs with movies. So now I'm in the basic cinema mode. Keep in mind, not calibrated projector at all. It's just the basic settings out of the box. And I am really, really impressed with what I'm seeing here. Keep in mind, this is a 4K movie playing at 60 frames per second. This particular movie is shot in higher frame rate. And what I'm seeing played back in 1080p versus my native 4K projector that I've seen this clip on hundreds of times, it is really diminishing returns, guys. I'm barely seeing any resolution hit. Perhaps, because the contrast is pretty nice. I mean, it's 500,000 to 1. That's masking some of the perceived resolution, the hit that I'm supposed to be seeing, but which I'm not. This is not making any sense to me. Keep in mind, I'm also sitting only 8.5 to 9 feet away from a 110-inch screen. I should be able to see a resolution hit, and I'm really not seeing it. At least with my naked eye sitting here. I don't know how this looks on live to you, but I've got to tell you, you've got to experience this in person. I'm blown away with what I'm seeing here. My final thoughts, guys, if you're looking for a versatile short throw projector that's giving you some amazing bang for the buck, definitely look into this BENQ TH690ST. And anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. I'll be reviewing a few more things in the near future and doing some do-it-yourself videos as well. Make sure you do hit the subscribe button, and do check out my Instagram as well. It's all Game Room Theater. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And until we meet again in my next video, take care, guys.